People keep commenting on my shorts saying the same thing. Wilt never scored 100. There's no footage, it's fake. So today, I'm going to prove once and for all why they're wrong.
And by the end of this video, you'll understand that the 100-point game isn't just real, it's one of the most heavily documented nights in NBA history. Stick around, because the evidence gets better and better.
Let's go back to March 2nd, 1962, a regular season game in Hershey, Pennsylvania. Small arena, 4,000 fans, no national TV, and the perfect breeding ground apparently for conspiracy theories 60 years later. But here's the thing, for something nobody saw, we actually have more evidence for Wilt's 100 than for most NBA games of the era. Let's start with the one thing conspiracy theorists can never explain away.
Every NBA game in 1962 was recorded by hand, and the official score sheet from that night still exists. The Warriors statistician Toby DeLuca kept the home scorebook. It's handwritten, it's signed, it was authenticated decades later and sold at auction. And if you've never seen it, here's the coolest part. Wilt's scoring line is so long, it literally spills over into his teammate Guy Rogers' row. They had to extend it in red ink because nobody had ever imagined a player dropping triple digits. The Knicks copy of the score sheet also survived. 2 independent scorekeepers, 2 independent sheets, same numbers. 36 made field goals, 28 made free throws, 100 points, Warriors 169, Knicks 147. Ask yourself something, how do you fake 2 separate official scorebooks kept by professionals in real time in a random arena in Hershey? You don't. Let's keep going.
If this game was fake, then a whole lot of people must have been in on it. Al Attles, Wilt's teammate, remembers everything. The crowd counting every basket, the Knicks stalling, the Warriors intentionally fouling to get the ball back, the arena absolutely losing it. When Wilt hit 100 with 46 seconds left, opponents confirmed it too. Richie Guerin, Willie Knowles, Coach Eddie Donovan. These weren't role players trying to protect a myth. They were New York Knicks players who watched Wilt torch them. And there's Darrell Imhoff, the poor center who gets remembered as the guy who gave up 100. He joked about it his entire life. You don't joke about a hoax you weren't part of. Then there's Joe Ruklick, the man who threw the assist on the 100th point. He told the story in detail. He had an open shot, but he passed to Wilt because the building wanted it. Wilt caught it, rose up, and finger rolled it in. Thousands of people saw it. Players, coaches, fans, even NFL quarterback Sonny Jurgensen was in the arena that night. All of them lined up with the same story across 60-plus years. If this was a conspiracy, nobody cracked, not once. You've seen the photo. Wilt in the locker room holding up a piece of paper with 100 scribbled on it. People love to act like this photo is some staged internet meme. It wasn't. Here's what actually happened. Only one photographer was in the arena that night. Paul Vaffis from the Associated Press. He wasn't even there on assignment. He came as a fan. Harvey Pollock, the statistician, realized there would be no proof, so he ripped a sheet from his notepad, wrote 100 on it, and handed it to Wilt. Vaffis clicked the shutter. That photo hit newspapers all over America the next morning. This wasn't a hoax created decades later. It was developed and printed immediately before anybody even thought to question it. And remember, in 1962, Photoshop didn't exist. You faked nothing. What the camera captured was what happened.
Here's where the conspiracy theories completely fall apart. We don't have the full broadcast, but we do have the 4th quarter, and it's authentic. A college student named Jim Trelease taped the radio replay at home. Another guy, Sam Marcus, brought a dictaphone to the arena and captured live sound. Those tapes survived, the NBA cleaned them up, and in 2016, the Library of Congress, not a sports blog, the actual US government, added the audio to the National Recording Registry. You can hear the crowd, you can hear the score, and you can hear broadcaster Bill Campbell shout, "What 100 points for the Big Dipper?" Unless these guys traveled through time with AI voice cloning. The audio is real, and it lines up perfectly with the box score, the newspapers, the eyewitnesses, everything.
The next morning, March 3rd, the Associated Press and United Press International sent out wire stories nationwide. Every paper printed the same number: Philadelphia Inquirer, New York Times, Northern Virginia Sun, Daily Freeman, Sports Illustrated the following week. All independent, all consistent, all within hours of the game ending. If the game was fake, the NBA would need to coordinate a mass nationwide media conspiracy in the pre-internet era for a random regular season game in Hershey. Ridiculous. Gary Pomerantz wrote an entire book on the game in 2005. He interviewed players, fans, workers, referees, and statisticians. He studied the scorecards, the color ink, the seating layout, everything. Nothing in his research challenges the 100. If anything, it strengthens it. ESPN has covered it repeatedly. NBA TV made a documentary about it. The league celebrates the anniversary every single year and still recognizes it as the highest scoring game in history. And in 2025, Pablo Torre released a deep investigative episode breaking down every single conspiracy. His conclusion? There's no mystery, there's no hoax, everything checks out. When serious journalists and historians with reputations on the line dig through this stuff, the conspiracy theories collapse instantly.
We're used to seeing everything recorded from 10 angles in 4K. In 1962, that world didn't exist. The NBA was a small league, games weren't filmed, attendance was low, local radio was the only broadcast. So people today look back and say, well, there's no video, so it didn't happen. But that logic would erase half of sports history. Babe Ruth, Jesse Owens, Bill Russell's early championships, most of the 1950s and 1960s NBA seasons, no video doesn't mean no truth. To believe Wilt didn't score 100, you'd have to believe this. 2 official scorekeepers lied, every player lied, both coaches lied, fans lied, reporters lied, the Associated Press lied, United Press International lied, Sports Illustrated lied, the audio is fake, the photo is fake, the scorecards are fake, and the Library of Congress is in on it too. Or Wilt Chamberlain had the most dominant night a basketball player has ever had, and the world documented it in every way 1962 technology allowed. Which one makes more sense? Exactly. Wilt scored 100, the world saw it happen, and now you have the receipts. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you subscribe to this channel.